Hello everybody and welcome back to another educational YouTube of mine. So for those of you who might be new or might be watching this for the first time, my name's Dom. I'm a health and wellness coach. I'm focusing on hormones. I'm also a nurse, and today I want to talk about stress and how it can affect fat loss, because you might have experienced this in the past yourself, where you feel like you're doing everything right, you're eating less, moving more, but yet that weight just isn't budging. You feel inflamed, swollen, like things just aren't moving in the way that you want them to. Stress is actually one of the biggest fat loss blockers that I see in women, and it isn't just like your normal day-to-day stress where you might feel like your partner's annoyed you or you've had some work stress, little things like that. It has to be chronic, ongoing stress. So if you've got any hormone problems, thyroid, autoimmune conditions, this video is specifically for you, because you will naturally suffer with higher stress or cortisol levels. Now, just as we get started, I want to clear things up. Stress isn't just, as I mentioned before, somebody annoying you, road rage, a bit of partner or work stress. It goes a lot deeper than that, okay? And it comes from emotional stress, physical stress, so overtraining, undereating, not sleeping enough, having gut issues, hormone problems, blood sugar crashes, and emotional stress, okay? So trauma can be a stress response as well. Your body will see all of this as stress. And what does stress do? Well, it triggers one thing, which is cortisol. Now, cortisol as a hormone itself is not bad, okay? We all need cortisol, and it is natural for us to have higher cortisol, and these spikes, especially in like dangerous situation, cortisol helps us with survival. But when your cortisol is chronically elevated over a prolonged period of time, it will tell your body to store onto fat, hold on to energy, and tell your body that we are not safe at this moment in time. And guess where cortisol loves to store all its fat? In your belly, your lower back, and your hips, so your midsection. So that little cortisol belly, and especially your face. The cortisol moon face is really a big thing. But one thing that I want you all to understand is, don't blame not being able to lose fat on cortisol straight away, okay? There is means and ways of going around it to find out whether it is actually that, because I am seeing a lot of people on social media talk about cortisol, and a lot of those people can lose fat naturally, they just don't know how to, and they go around and trying to pick something to blame it on when it isn't necessarily cortisol. Now, if you already struggle with thyroid problems, for example, okay, stress and thyroid go hand in hand, and they will cause your metabolism to be even slower. So how does stress affect your thyroid? Well, first of all, it'll cause your reverse T3 to be high. It will reduce the T4 into T3 conversion. It will slow down your metabolic rate. It will increase fatigue, and obviously all the other symptoms like brain fog, cold hands and feet, hair loss as well. On that note, when clients come to me, and I would say 9 times out of 10, they are all eating 1,200 calories. And they're telling me, Dom, I'm not losing weight, it's my thyroid. It isn't. The problem is you are not eating enough, and you are adding more stress to your body, which therefore results of you not losing weight. And that's because when you are eating less, your body sees that as danger as well, okay? On top of stress, your body's going to think it's going through starvation, which is then obviously going to have a negative effect onto your fat loss. When you're under eating, your body's thinking survival mode, danger, and nothing else will follow, because your body's trying to keep itself safe. So the last thing on its mind is to lose body fat or lose weight. What it does instead is it holds on to extra fat. It increases your cortisol even more. It dysregulates your metabolism and just messes with your hormones, so they're all over the place. So one thing that's really important to remember is that your body will always choose survival over fat loss, whatever that is to do with. And this is where your cycle starts to become affected as well. So when you are putting a lot of stress on your body, you will see that your cycle will start playing up. It will dysregulate. It's going to either disappear completely, or it's going to start getting longer, shorter, heavier, lighter, which is obviously out of your norm, and that is down to stress as well. Now, for those of you who are getting huge cravings, that is also one of the side effects of high cortisol or stress, because what stress does is dysregulates your blood sugars. So you are going to experience high cravings a lot of the time, and very strange cravings as well. High cortisol will equal to unstable blood crashes, which will look like things like cravings, crashing by midday, or like them 2-3 p.m. crashes, when you're at work and you're just falling asleep. That is a result as well. and then having those intense cravings and even waking up during the night absolutely starving. Often around this, I see women saying that they don't have discipline and they don't know how to control themselves and that they have a poor relationship with food, when in reality, it's actually related to cortisol and your blood sugar dysregulation. Now, I'm going to talk you through a few points, and if this sounds like you, it could potentially be that stress is affecting your fat loss, okay? Are you ready? You are tired but wired. You wake up exhausted even if you get enough sleep. You retain water easily, so you're feeling like puffy and inflamed. Your weight fluctuates every single day by quite a little bit, not just, 0.1 of a kilo. You're seeing quite big fluctuations. You crave salty or sweet food because both cravings are equal. You don't have to just be craving sweet stuff. You train and you just cannot recover from it no matter how much rest you're taking in between. And obviously, if fat loss feels harder than what it should, because technically for a normal healthy person, calories in versus calories out, but when hormones come into play, things change. So these are not like your character flaws, okay? This is what I really need you to understand. These are symptoms of high cortisol and high stress. Yes, some of them overlap with hormonal problems, but what is stress? What is cortisol? It is a hormone, okay? So all hormonal problems have very similar symptoms, so it's trying to figure out what is actually driving it. Now, if you're struggling with all this, eating less, as I said, isn't going to help you. You need to focus on good sleep, fueling yourself correctly, listening to your body, rest when you need, making sure that you're regulating your nervous system and you're allowing your body to feel safe within itself. And speaking from experience, because I am somebody who loves to be on the go, loves to always be, at it. I feel guilty for resting, and it's something that I have worked on. Take this from me. Sometimes the most productive thing that you can do is slow down and listen to your body. You are not lazy. You are more in tune with your body, and that is such a important skill to master, to be in tune with your body and understand what it is saying to you and not feel guilt for it. So I hope this was useful, nice, short and sweet, but obviously I'm wanting to run you all through kind of little educational snippets every single Friday. If you find it useful, then obviously like, comment, subscribe for more videos every single week. And if you struggle with something like this and you need more help and advice, then obviously visit my website at definedbydom.com and just submit an inquiry form. You can get yourself on a free consultation call, or you can follow me on Instagram and drop me a message on there as well. I'm more than happy to help. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all next week.